and welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby and today we are looking at AI travel planners. With all this buzz around AI right now, I thought it would be fun to take some of the AI travel planners that are available right now and compare them in the same city. And I'm actually doing it in the city that I live in so I can show you guys what I would do for a weekend in Cincinnati. First, we're gonna look at AI and then we'll compare it to what I would do. All right, so we are starting in ChatGPT and I'm basically just gonna write a little prompt, just kind of asking it what it wants us to do for a weekend for two in Cincinnati. Okay, so write me an itinerary for two people to visit Cincinnati Thursday evening through Sunday afternoon. All right, let's see what it says. Perfect. So once I did finally get it to load, here is the itinerary that it came up with. Overall, I think it did a really good job recommending things to do and see. I don't think it did that great of a job actually planning the trip. I feel like there are a lot of things that could have been grouped better in order to save time on travel, and there are quite a few spots where they just recommended an area. I usually prefer to see some restaurant recommendations in there instead of just an area. I don't think it's a bad itinerary, I just don't think that it's perfect, which you can't really expect perfection from an AI, so I don't think it's bad for an AI. I am gonna say this now, I did not include chili in my recommendation for my itinerary for Cincinnati. I definitely should have because it is a classic here. It's something that people are obsessed with. I just don't like it, and so I never eat it, so I really don't think about it that much, so I'm sorry, don't hate me. After we look at the AI itineraries, I'm going to show you my itinerary more visually with maps, photos, and videos, but if you wanted to see these itineraries visually, I'm going to link Google Maps below that I've created from each of these itineraries. So the next one we're going to try is RoamAround.io. Type in Cincinnati, Ohio, and say, let's roam. So immediately I was brought to a screen with just one day of itinerary. So I typed in the little hi, let me help you with your trip. I typed in 4 days and it created a 4-day itinerary. This one definitely feels similar to ChatGPT as far as it's just compiling a list of activities and then presenting it to you as itinerary format rather than actually planning a trip for you. This one also had some noticeable glitches like Cincinnati, 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 and I'm also not sure why the zoo thing at the top was the only thing with a picture and a book now sticker, probably like an affiliate thing to be honest. They also recommend on the 4th day that you go to Kings Island for just a morning, which is hilarious because Kings Island is an entire amusement park that is over 30 minutes away from downtown where most of the other attractions are. So that's not going to work very well. And then they also just skip over several meals, just like ChatGPT did. So this is a good start. It's more going to compile a list of things for you to do, but it's not really an itinerary. Right, so the second website we're going to check out is TripPlanner.ai. So we're doing a solo/partner. Okay, we're going to Cincinnati, Ohio. We're going for 4 days. Oh, this one you can put a budget. I don't even know what to do. I guess like 200? I don't know. I didn't really think about it. Oh, and then you can choose what your meal is. Okay. 200 a day feels like kind of high. Does it? It doesn't. Let's just do it. Here we go. Generating your trip plan. Okay, this is fun. It looks so cute. I am loving how visual this one is. I love that it has the itinerary on the left and then this map on the right. I think that is so cool. I think planning a trip using a visual map is literally the best way to plan, so I am here for this. I also love that it gives little estimates for the price. I'm not sure that it's totally accurate because I do know that the zoo is more than $16, but it's close, so it may be a helpful estimate. I think all of the recommendations on this one are great, and like I said about ChatGPT, I prefer that they recommend a restaurant so you don't have to just kind of look stuff up in an area, and this one does recommend restaurants for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so this one's great. I think of all of the AI travel planners I tried in this video, this one is the winner and by far. The recommendations make sense. A couple of the places are kind of out of the way, like it's not grouped perfectly, but I think you can easily adjust these itineraries to match what you want to do and move things to be a little bit more convenient. Overall, I think this website is great. I would definitely recommend that you check out this one if you are planning a trip in the future. Okay, so the last AI travel planner that I was going to recommend is called iPlan, and it's an app that you can get on the Android or the iPhone App Store. And unfortunately, once I downloaded it and typed in Cincinnati, it told me that they are not in that city yet. So unfortunately, that app is only for certain cities, but I still recommend that you check it out if you're headed somewhere big. Now let's take a look at what I would do in Cincinnati. So starting out, I would come here and check into the 21C Museum Hotel. It's right in downtown and it's pretty affordable for a downtown hotel. If you didn't know, Cincinnati sits right on the border of Ohio and Kentucky, so if you just walk across the river, you're in Kentucky. So I recommend starting in Kentucky on your first night in Covington, walk across the Roebling Suspension Bridge or the Purple People Bridge, and grab dinner at the Gruff. Pizza is awesome, and you can also grab beers and sit outside if it's nice. It's a great restaurant. And then after dinner, I would walk along the river and take in the beautiful views of Cincinnati, and definitely don't miss the Roebling murals. They're right there near the Gruff underneath the Roebling Bridge. They are so cool. So then on Friday, I would wake up and start with breakfast at the Sleepy Bee. I love that restaurant. It's nice and close to the hotel too. And then today is the day that I would hit up the various museums that Cincinnati has to offer. A lot of the AI travel planners recommended going to the zoo. I left the zoo out of mine only because I don't think that it's extremely more special than places like San Diego or some of the other more famous zoos in the United States. I wouldn't go out of your way to go to it, but like if you don't live somewhere with a zoo, then definitely go there. But the Cincinnati Museum Center, I highly recommend, as well as the Sign Museum and the Underground Railroad Museum. I definitely recommend the Museum Center. I think that should be your number one on your list. It's where our old train station was, and it's literally stunning. It's so pretty inside. The Amtrak actually does still pick up there, but it's only like 3 times a week, and it's in the middle of the night. And then for lunch, I would head up the way to Incline Public House. They have a great menu and such a pretty view of Cincinnati, and then I would just kind of explore that area before heading back to the hotel to get ready for a Reds game. So I know the Reds don't play every single Friday, but I would actually plan a trip to Cincinnati around a Reds game because Friday nights at the Reds are the best. They have fireworks after the game, and nobody does fireworks like Cincinnati. Like, I'm not kidding. So at the Reds game, you can grab drinks and dinner as well. There are a bunch of food options there. I'm actually going to a Friday Reds game here in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that weekend vlog. That's gonna be fun. And then Saturday, I would sleep in a little and then start your morning with brunch at Maplewood Kitchen and Bar. This restaurant's really good and close to your hotel. And then I would head up to Mount Adams to kind of explore that area. It's just a little neighborhood that sits on a hill right next to downtown Cincinnati. I would either do the stairs, climb the stairs, or go to the City View Tavern and grab a drink there. They have a really good view of the city. And then I would head back downtown for dinner at the Eagle. It's a fried chicken place, and definitely don't miss their mac and cheese and cornbread. So good. After dinner, I would grab drinks at Sundry and Vice or head to Grater's to grab some ice cream. That's like our local ice cream place. Is so good. Final day here, I would get up and head right to Findlay Market on Sunday morning. If you get there before the churchgoers, it won't be too busy. And you can eat breakfast, kind of eat your way through Findlay Market or grab breakfast at one of the spots that's nearby. And then once you're done there, I would hop on the Connector, which is like our little train tram thing that goes around downtown, because you can't miss that. I'm also doing a video on that in a couple weeks, so stay tuned. And then before you head out of town, I would grab lunch at Bakersfield Tacos. So good. So that is what I would do for a weekend in Cincinnati. As you can see, a lot of the things that I recommended were things that were also recommended by the AI. I think the zoo is really the only thing that they all recommended, and maybe the observatory, because who the hell goes to the observatory during the day? I think my itinerary is also like a little more slow paced than some of the other ones. Like the ChatGPT one was like really, you're moving and grooving the whole day. I think there's a little bit more time built in for like relaxation and slow time to kind of explore. But that is it. I thought that was really fun. I think some of the AI platforms are actually so much better than I thought they were for planning travel, and I kind of want to do like a whole trip that's just planned by AI. I think that would be so fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!